Let's awaken from all the spiritual noise that's being created by our organs, specifically our brain. And let's return to what always was and what always will be. Let's focus our attention on that part of us that always was and always will be. The part that's making the noise is a branch within which the life force got dressed up. But that branch belongs to a tree. And that tree extends all the way into but always was and always will be. And so just like I'm the branch, I'm also the tree. And now I want to focus on the part of me that is rooted in that tree. The tree got dressed up into many branches. One of the branches is the physical. The physical got dressed up into many branches. One of the branches is the solar system. The solar system has many branches. One of those branches is Earth. Earth has many branches. One of those branches is humanity. Humanity has many branches. One of those branches is Klal Yisrael. Klal Yisrael has many branches. And one of those branches is speaking to you. So who is speaking to you? The one who's speaking to you is the one who always was and always will be. Unless this branch is lying. Only if the branch is lying is the branch talking. But if the branch is accurately representing itself, then the whole tree is talking. And so let's return branch after branch until we find ourselves as the one who always was and always will be, as he's making an appearance in this branch. And there, in that space, the space in which all the branches come forth, in that space called Hamakom, the space, the ultimate space, not the physical space. The physical space is just another branch, but the space where the tree has been planted. The place where this tree has been planted is the safe place. That's the place where we are attached to our real nature, because our real nature has no beginning and has no end. Time emanates from my nature. I don't belong to time. Time belongs to me, because I also interact with time. I also interact with space. I also interact with consciousness. I interact with all the dimensions. Time is just one aspect that's serving to create my experience. And so when we return to this place, when we remember, we know that all the branches of the tree, anywhere that we find life, everything that came out of the same source, is here for the same purpose. There is no conflict in purpose between any individuals or portions or functions. All of them came forth, all of them are receiving life from the same will, from the same source, from the same root, where I too receive life, where you receive life. That same will, that same purpose, that same desire, the very same, the one that's beyond space and beyond time. And there in this place is the answer for everything that came out of this place. As long as we're a branch, we will never understand the tree, because we're not looking from the perspective of the one who is feeding the tree. We're just looking from the perspective of a branch. To understand what's happening in each individual branch, we have to have the view of the one who owns the tree. To him, all the branches have a place, all the branches have a meaning, all the functions have a name. There's a united purpose, there's a united will that results in all the details. Like in the creation of the solar system, there's one will that spreads into all the details of the system so that they can work together. If we look at just one of the functions, we won't understand. But if we can somehow comprehend the relationship between the functions, then we see the importance of each function. In the human body, we see the organs. As they cooperate with each other, they demonstrate this unity. The unity that reminds us of the tree. The unity that says each branch is serving a purpose for the greater tree. Somehow, all of this is working together. This is not random. So we are meant to lean on this tree. We are meant to trust the way that it designed life enough that it gives us the confidence to interact with life from a place of security, from a place of safety. If we are unsafe, it's because humans have taken matters into their own hands. They are no longer connected to the nature of the tree. They are denying their attachment to this tree. And so then the branch does not represent the collective. Then the branch represents an enemy of the collective. He's using the power of the collective that gives him life in order to hurt the collective. But the design was for each branch to do its function in service of the collective, because he is the tree. Now the tree dressed up in that individual, now it's still the tree. So what did the tree want? Why did the tree come into that branch? This is the question for the branch. Don't try to be you separate from everything else. Try to be you as part of everything else, because that's who you are. The idea that you're separate from everything else was implanted in your brain in order to manipulate you. It's not the real nature of how you were designed. You are part of the whole. You're not a separate entity. So if we want you to try and please us, if we want you to try and flatter us or to behave in a certain way, so then we say, you are something separate. How are you going to feel if I'm not pleased with you? So now there's someone that we can manipulate. But if you're just naturally being a part of the reality you were born into, then you cannot be manipulated because you're listening to your organs. You're not listening to someone else's face. And so in order to have control of you, we must first convince you that you are a separate entity and you have your own value based on how we think about you. If you fit, if you're suitable, if you're enough. And then we broke off the branch from the tree. Then the branch feels lost and alone. And it's trying to convince all the faces that they should give her encouragement. Otherwise, she will feel worthless. And so in order to heal our relationship with the tree, we go back to the place that always was and always will be, the place that never changes, a place from where everything came forth because He willed it so. We are part of that place, otherwise we couldn't have existence. All of existence is part of that place. And because we are conscious, we can travel to that place. And then our body will be in that place. Our body will go anywhere the spirit will take it. Our body has no limitations as far as what reality it's ready to experience. If the spirit goes to reality, the body is called Gan Eden. If the spirit leaves reality, the body is called Gehenna. When the spirit is in reality, the heart is rejoicing. The spirit leaves reality. The heart is grieving. And so to heal our relationship with reality, we have to remember that we are not what we think we are. What we think we are is an implant. What we think we are is an imposter. What we think we are makes us weak. But what we are is a branch of the whole. What we are is the whole. There's only the whole. There's no one else. There can be no one else. We can imagine. And then we break off the branch from the tree. The first man that learned to speak, he broke the branch of the tree. Ever since, we've been trying to reattach the branch to the tree. So let's return to that place. The place that always was, the place that always will be, the place that doesn't change. It's from where the body came. It's from where the soul came. It's from where everything that exists came. And if it came from there, it means that right now, we're receiving life from there. All the intermediaries are receiving life from there. And so right now we're receiving life directly from there. There's no other place from where to receive it. We're receiving it from the place that always was and always will be and never changes. Then as it dresses up as us, it receives all kinds of colors and flavors. And these are the waves in the sea. But the beginning point from where it comes is always the same. And it always was and it always will be. And it's what powers everything that goes and comes.